guys, welcome back to the channel. So how many of you guys ever dream of owning your own home if you don't already? And if you do, going back to that point where you did not, how many of you guys dream about or just envision owning your own home and getting into your own home when it's empty because you just bought it, and brainstorming how you're going to furnish it and the type of stuff that you're going to put in your home and how you're going to make it look, how that home's going to feel, the textures, the colors, the painting, just all sorts of stuff that you always imagine whenever you think about your home. I know personally for sure, I always think about what I'm going to get. I always think about the color of my walls. I'm a girly girl, so I love fur. I always think about like having false fur carpets in my home. I always think about having this amazing couch that I still want to this day in one of my lounges from ASOS. I always think about my bedroom, the type of headboard I'm gonna have, my closet, and then the clothes that are going to be in that closet, my walkway, the entranceway to my home, my garden, my garage, the type of car that's gonna be parked in my garage, just all sorts of things. How many of you guys actually have those thoughts? I know all of us. And if you already own a home, you know that there was a point where you kind of thought like that about yourself. And with that thought in mind, I want you to also ask yourself, whenever you imagine that, what do you do daily to get yourself to the point where you attain that vision and you attain that dream that you have? So some people are probably saving up, some people are probably working a little bit more harder, some people want to get better jobs that they can apply for bonds. Whatever way you are trying to financially set yourself up, I definitely know, and I would assume that if it is a dream of yours, of something that you've always wanted to do and something that you treasure so much, you are working towards it and you're already thinking, maybe in 5 years, maybe in 2 years, maybe next year, whatever the case is, whatever timeline that is for you. And I also want you to go back to the vision that you always have about this beautiful home of yours, and the people that you're going to host in that home, the events that you're going to have in that home if you're that type of person, the family that you're going to build in your home if you're also that type of person. But whatever the case is, I want you to think about how personal owning that home and having that home and making that home look and feel the way that you want to, how personal that actually feels for you and how it just gives you a sense of joy. Now, the purpose of this video is I want you to realize that image that you have of that home that you want to own, that idea, that vision that you have of everything that you're going to put in your own home, I want you to realize that you are your own home. I want you to realize that vision you have about this physical home that you're going to own, about every single thing that you're going to put into it, I want you to put it in your mind and realize that mentally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, you are your own home. Now, a lot of people, I've heard this happen a lot of times. I think I used to say this so much when I was like far much more younger, is when we look for partners and we look for people, and just generally when we talk about other people in our lives and how we relate to them, is we talk about things like, oh, this person completes me, oh, I always feel at home when I'm with this person, and we have those conversations and they sound amazing, they sound romantic, they probably make the other person feel great. But I want to open up the idea to you that you are your own home. Now look at it this way: whenever you always envision having this home of yours, right, you initially design it, you put it together, you design it, and you buy it first of all, right, and then you design it, you finish it, and then only then do you start inviting people into this beautiful home of yours. And I want you to take that analogy and bring it into your life and realize that in every single part of your life and whatever it is that you do, the moment you realize that you are your own home, that's the moment you're going to start doing the work within yourself. It's a moment you realize that it's great to have someone else feel like home, but you need to feel like home as whole. You need to feel like home as a person before anybody else can make you feel like home. You need to basically by yourself if there is such a thing. But you need to bring yourself towards yourself. And you know what you need to do, like you are going to do to that home? You need to start furnishing yourself. You need to start making yourself look good. You need to start working on your mentality. You need to start working on your smarts, on your skills, whatever the case is. You need to start furnishing this home. It's like how the word of God says our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and we need to actually be able to take care of them. You, in this lifetime, you are your own home, and you need to begin to start taking care of yourself and start furnishing yourself, because the honest truth, guys, is we can only get other people to enjoy this home when we've done all the work. So imagine the home that you want to buy, right? After you do all these amazing things to it and you've finished it with the most expensive furniture, whatever the case is, one of the things that you might want to do is start inviting people to come to your house, is start having people over, start hosting. Why? Because you obviously want people to kind of experience this home with you. But why is it so important for them to experience it with you? Because you have done the work in your home. You don't just buy it as empty and then you're like, okay guys, everybody come through, and then have people start walking up and down and hosting. You're definitely not going to do that. You are going to do the work in your home first, and then you start inviting people. So take that analogy into your own life. Do the work in you. Furnish this apartment first. Furnish this home first. And until this right here and all of you starts feeling like home, no one else will ever feel like home. No one else's home will ever feel like home. And I think one of the most important things, and I say this to my friends a lot in relationships, is that the other person, whenever you are joining with another person, it needs to be two homes coming together and expanding. It needs to be an expansion. It cannot be building a home from scratch, because guys, if you are your own home coming with, it's like if you have your own home that's already done and then you decide to buy the home next door, you're going to expand and you're going to extend it, mainly because you already have your own home in the first place. And I also want you to start looking at relationships, and I don't necessarily mean romantic relationships. I mean, every aspect, every relationship in your life, you need to be able to do the work internally. You need to be able to finish this home right here that you have, so that when you meet with other people that are their own homes, you guys can expand. And guys, there's nothing more powerful than a home expanding. But what happens in our society majority of the time is that we meet each other when we're not our own homes, and then we try to build this home together. But I like pink and you like red, and that whole sort of thing. And half the time, because of our past and all those things that we have not dealt with, it takes a bit more longer to build this home. And when we do build it, sometimes it's not stable. And we do build it, sometimes it's not even appealing, or for whatever the case is, because initially we haven't built our own home to know what we actually want in our homes. We haven't even built our own home to know if we like red couches, if we like mustard couches, if we like green carpets, whatever the case is that tickles your fancy. You need to be able to know that for yourself. And that starts with building your own home and realizing that right here, when you are present with you, when you are here, you are your own home. And I want that to sink in your heart. I want that to sink in your spirit. And I want that to sink in your mind. And that is, you are your own home. You can even repeat it to yourself, but this, guys, is home. Not anybody else. Not a relationship, not family, not friendship, not finances, nothing else. But this right here is home. And until you begin to furnish this home and beautify this home and make this home appealing and make this home great for you, make this home a home environment for you. It's something that I'm actually quite big with. Whenever I move into a place, I love just making that home my home and my sanctuary, my space, and just guarding it. I posted something on Twitter actually today as I'm filming this video. And I spoke about the fact that my house is my sanctuary, and I just don't allow anybody to come in there, because it's my home, right? It's my place of comfort. It's my place where I go through different emotions. It's my place where I experience life when I'm all alone. And that is important to me, that I guard that, because I've spent money, I've spent resources, I've just done a lot to just accommodate myself and make it more comfortable for me. And it's something I continue to do all the time. And that's just the work that you need to also start putting within you and inside of your heart and inside of your mind. And I just wanted to encourage you, and I just wanted to open up that conversation. I just wanted you to know that you are your own home. I just wanted you to know that where you are right now, you need to acknowledge that you are home. not with anybody else, not with a group of people, not with this amount of money, but where you are right now. Internally, you are at home, and you need to begin to furnish that home. In 2021, you need to begin to love being at home. You need to begin to love being with yourself, love having conversations with you, and you need to begin just to love yourself a little bit more. So yeah, that was just, I hope really that you will take that, and you will begin to love you. You will begin to walk with you. You will begin to just do you, boo, you know, like how we normally say it. So yeah, I hope that this video has encouraged you in any way, and just it has to kind of open up your mind to the concept of just wholeness, you know, just being whole within yourself. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, share it with somebody that you know would really appreciate it and would find it super helpful, and give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below, are you whole, are you home, and what else, what do you think would bring you home to yourself if you actually aren't home to yourself? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in another video.